Hey everyone, Van and Jeezy back here with another episode of Getting Cheesy with Van and Jeezy. Say what up, Jeezy.
What up?
We took about a month. We need a little bit of time. I was busy. You were busy. Everyone was busy.
We were just doing our best research we've ever done. What?
No, we were just working in our
Oh,
real jobs that actually pay us money.
what? We're not getting paid for this?
We haven't once in like two. Is it 2 full years now?
Yeah.
We haven't once. We haven't gotten paid a dime in 2 full years. We spent money.
Wow. I wish I knew. Wow. When you put it that way,
What a great hobby.
I mean that's every hobby.
Yeah. Oh boy, but
I mean, at least
a lot of shit's gone down the past month. Seems like in the football world. Um,
that's true. You are right.
I mean, there's so much shit, especially like right now, right? Because I think we're in the Wednesday is the official start of the new league year, and so I think right now we're in the is it not legal tampering, legal discussion period where teams can like talk to free agents. I don't know, but they're signing them, so I don't really know. I don't know.
I mean, all these are just like reports that they've come to agreement and
And I guess nothing's actually finalized until the new league year starts. That's what it is. Yeah. So, anyways, one big thing was the NFL actually finally set the salary cap at $182.5 million.
well, and that was so they split the difference, right? Because they had given a range before saying it would be somewhere between 180 and 185,
You know.
and they just split the difference.
And it was 198.2 in 2020. So that's the hard part, right? Is that
That's 16 and a half
well,
or
that's the
15 and
hard
a
part is
half.
that all these contracts, previously have been made under the assumption that the salary cap was going to continue to go up as it always had been. Um, I just kind of don't know why like teams can't kind of just suck it up and like. I mean, granted, okay, it all comes down to the owners. It all comes down to TV contracts and in-person sales, whatever else, and at games and everything. But you know, players are signing these mega contracts and stuff without knowing that the cap is going to go down at some point, right? So um, I don't know. It just seems like to me, you would hope that the owners might have been able to. I would hope they would be able to leave the cap alone and then kind of spread out the hit over a number of years instead of just being like right now, just like all in. You
I mean,
know,
I think part of it is just like, are you sure it's only going to be a 1 year hit? And I think that's what they're trying to brace for. So I
yeah.
mean, if you think, I mean, you think about the league is coming back. We'll see if preseason happens in August or not, and then
I
you've
mean,
got the regular season starting in September. I mean, that's just 6 months
it's
away.
520. If it's $16 million, that is $512 million over 32 teams.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a good chunk of change. And look, man, I just feel like we're you know with the vaccines and everything we're heading in the right direction, but still I don't know, where are large gatherings like a football game going to be in 6 months.
Yeah, I still don't think we know. And boy, the hard part is, yeah, I just don't know, man. It's wild. Things are getting crazy. So with that, we're seeing a lot of star players getting released, and you're seeing a lot of contracts that have voidable year clauses, and a lot of signing bonuses that can be prorated over the course of the contract, and basically a lot of restructuring contracts, doing a lot of shit to try their best to keep everybody on the same teams. And we've lost guys already, right? We just found out earlier today that Corey Linsley, all pro center for us, hadn't missed a game or hadn't missed a play, and I don't even know how long, like years and years. Is going to go on to be the NFL's highest paid center over there in Los Angeles for the
For the
Chargers.
Chargers.
We'll get back to that. Jamal Williams is likely gone. Aaron Jones took a hometown discount to stay. So all that being said, um, there's some teams are in pretty deep trouble with their salary caps. And is this you posted a link here from sporttrack.com, which sporttrack.com, by the way, is badass. It's got all kinds of, you can track all kinds of shit,
It
weird
really
stats.
it
It's
does.
pretty
You can,
badass.
and it's all
Uh,
kinds of sports also.
it does. Like there's golf, there's LPGA, PGA, NASCAR, Formula One, tennis. Um,
All
yeah,
that shit.
all the shit. So it's got salary cap numbers here, and but it's got, they're all estimates. Is this current right now?
I mean I don't I
Oh, there's an update button. So yes, I would assume so. Right now, the shitty ass Jets have the best cap situation. They've got almost $70 million in cap space, um, according to this. And the Rams are the worst off, where they have negative $46 million in cap space. So, like, what are they going to do to get $46 million under the radar here? And so we're seeing a lot of things like I said was going to happen. I said this was
what
going to happen, and it's happening right now. Dak Prescott just signed a, what was it, 4 year, 40 million, something stupid big for him because he's not that good. You put it here. It is.
the fucking Rams are in trouble.
They are, like I mentioned, they're 60, whatever, 46, whatever it was. Uh, let's see. Dak is going to be averaging. Where is it? It's 40 million over 4 years.
I mean, and that's all he ever asked for anyway.
He wanted Mahomes money. This is Mahomes money. He's not Mahomes.
This is just behind Mahomes. This is,
Do you think Dak Prescott is just behind Mahomes in terms of talent and upside?
I mean,
If you have to say I mean, the answer is no.
the answer is, as far as young quarterback signing a deal right now, he's the biggest name there is. I
Deshaun
mean,
Watson isn't a guy.
he is, but
Or
I don't think he's technically up. I think he's in
I
contract.
think he technically is too. He's probably going to sit. He's going to pull Le'Veon Bell and sit.
I don't know if he's going to sit, but he's not. I
Okay,
don't think he's going anywhere.
but here we are. Here we
Unfortunately,
are. Um, Here we are. Where, like I said, we're in a situation where they paid Zeke, they paid Amari Cooper, they're paying Dak, and there are still 48 other players to pay for the game day roster. What are you? How are you going to do that? And so we're looking at the Chiefs. They cut both their offensive tackles, their starting tackles, because they couldn't afford to fucking pay them, because Patrick Mahomes got a fucking $500 million contract.
I mean, you don't. The Green Bay Packers have less than $1 million in cap space
I
right
think
now. If you look at the top 51,
that's top 51. I
yeah,
think I think it's the top 51 has to be uh under cap by, I forget when. But we've done a lot of restructuring and stuff. But I just don't know, like,
we are, according to this, as of today, Sport Track has Green Bay ranked 27. We're at that bottom. We're not the LA Rams, we're not the Eagles, but we got some serious concerns.
I don't know. I mean, there definitely are some concerns, and I said we've restructured press. We'll get to this in the Packer section. This is Packer section news. But these mega contracts are becoming very prohibitive this year. Taysom Hill just got like 140 over 4 years. Did you see this?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Taysom
That's
Hill got a bunch of fucking money.
That dude sucks.
Yeah,
That was a waste.
he does not suck.
Boo.
Oh, fuck off. I'm still upset he's not a Pack. We got rid of him for like whoever the fuck we kept that was stupid.
Saints.
$140 million extension. 4 years, $140 million. That to me means he is your starter.
I cannot believe that.
Has to be. Has to be.
I've always thought Sean Payton was a good coach, smart offensive mind. Taysom Hill is not that guy. I would not pay that kind of money for him.
I mean, no one's paying like $32 million a year for a paperweight, right?
But sometimes they have.
But so what I'm saying is,
How much did they pay?
this to me
How
means
much did
Taysom
Philly?
Hill is.
How much did Philly pay Carson Wentz to turn into a paperweight?
I mean, how much did the Bears pay Nick Foles to turn to a paperweight? How
Nick
much did
Foles?
how much did the Vikings pay Kirk Cousins to effectively be a paperweight on the field?
Nick Foles was a backup there. He wasn't getting paid.
No, 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 no. He started a couple games because Mr. Trubisky sucked, and then he
On
got
his
benched because he sucked or he got hurt. I don't know, but anyways,
Nick Foles didn't get paid that kind of money.
so Taysom Hill is 4 years, $140 million. All years are voidable, and it frees up to 7.5 million for the Saints this year. It's got an almost $10 million signing bonus, a 1.5 million guaranteed roster bonus, and 1 million guaranteed base salary plus incentives.
Yeah,
So this
Foles
is
got paid
getting
an $8 million signing bonus, helping him make 12 million with his first season in the Bears.
so this is
12 million.
yeah. Taysom Hill's making a lot fucking more than that.
Yeah, Taysom Hill sucks.
Fuck off. He can do everything. He's not just a quarterback. He can do everything. You're paying him
Yeah.
to be a running back, receiver, tight end, and quarterback, and
Yeah.
kick returner. You're paying
Yeah, I
him
mean,
to do all those things.
if I wanted him to look impressive in an NFL commercial, yeah, Taysom Hill would be a good actor for that.
Come
Athletic
on.
dude. But like, if I want to win football games, Taysom Hill is not that dude. He's just
Well,
not.
it's okay that you're wrong. But freeing up the 7.5 million there and freeing up a bunch of money because Drew Brees officially retired yesterday. Officially, everybody knew it, right? Like watching him walk off the field after that playoff game, head in his hands, all that stuff. Everybody knew, but it's official. He said he's joined a new team, and he's very excited to announce that he is going to be an analyst on NBC Sports as a broadcaster.
Yeah, so he said, quote from Breezes, this is coming from Yahoo Sports. I'm excited about that journey. I'm excited to stay very closely connected with the game of football. It's been such an important part of my life. I continue to be able to talk about it, show a passion for it, be able to bring my kids along for the ride as well, and let them be a part of those special moments.
Good for him.
You think he's going to be good, or is he going to be Gronk or Witten?
No, he'll be good. He'll be Romo.
I hope so.
I feel like he'll be a nerdy Romo.
Okay, fine.
I think he's maybe like Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez meets Tony Romo. How about that?
I don't think of Tony Gonzalez as a nerdy guy.
He's not nerdy. He's just like more stoic, I guess is what I mean. And Tony Romo's funnier.
Yeah, I like Tony Gonzalez. I feel is a little closer to the bar stool. I feel, but I don't know.
Anyways, speaking of old man quarterbacks, Ben Roethlisberger signs another deal, $5 million pay cut this year. He will be making. It's going to free up like $15 million in space for them, I guess.
Yeah, he's getting for this year dropping from 19.
Million.
Yeah, from 19 down to 14.
See, this is another one of these contracts where he's getting a $1 million base salary with a $13 million signing bonus. This is what we're seeing. Is we're seeing a lot of base salary deals here with signing bonuses to make up the differential spread out throughout the next. I think you can spread it out for up to 5 years. But this is a bad idea for the Steelers, I think.
Yeah, look, man. I told you when Big Ben got hurt 2 years ago. Now that was the end of his. That should have been the end of his career. I checked in with J Dog after I saw this originally, and he was like, "I'm not that pumped for it, really, if I'm honest." J Dog, I'm not trying to put you on blast to all of Steelers Nation here, but
hey, he's not wrong. He's just being realistic, right? Like, I mean,
he's just a really old dude quarterback.
And like,
he had
was he great last year? Was it middle of the pack? I mean,
middle of the pack at best.
I don't know. And speaking of shitty quarterbacks, Tom Brady signed an extension. Let's see. It says that it's a 4-year contract that can void to a 1-year extension. And again, these voidable contracts, I still don't understand the fuck it really means. Like, the additional voidable years are there to defray the cost.
I mean, it's going
to save them 19. It's going to save them $19 million against their cap this year. I
just cannot believe Tom Brady is going to keep going.
Dude, I just don't know.
I mean, how is he going to keep going? That dude seems like he's too old to be hit by these young dudes anymore.
Because he doesn't get hit by the young dudes because he's got a good offensive line, and he when he does get hit, he crumples.
I was looking at the sport track on the thing there, and it said that like the average age of these rosters were between like the upper 25-year-olds and lower 27-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think anybody's average actually quite reached 27 for their roster age. That's
I mean,
crazy.
the Packers are probably one of the older ones in the league.
I
I
don't know. I mean,
guess.
it's like we're talking about like from the youngest team to the oldest team about a 1 year average difference. I mean, I'm just eyeballing it, but that's what I'm saying.
Voidable years. Voidable years allows to happen is to have the signing bonus spread into additional years for salary cap purposes without committing any base salary to the player in those years. If a player reaches the first of the voidable years, they become a free agent once the year league begins. If the player signs a new contract with the team, the dead money amount for each year stays in place with the new contract along with the financials of their new year. New deal.
So it's like a weird low guaranteed money no matter what happens.
Well, so that dead money for each year. So if Brady signed a 4 year voidable contract down to 1 year, he gets his base salary plus he gets a prorated portion of the signing bonus. And if he quits yet next year, does he just not get any more of the signing bonus? Then I guess that's what the voidable part means.
I guess.
I don't know. And then
I
and
don't
then
fucking
they get
know.
into shit about like incentive based contracts and non incentive guarantees, and there's likely to be earned money and there's unlikely to be earned money and
I
all
mean,
kinds of shit like that counts weird ways and not. I don't
do we
know.
have an attorney listener that can like join us on the next episode?
No
If
one
you're out
listens.
there,
No one listens.
people listen. Person listens.
Person listens.
Maybe if the person who listens
There,
is
I know there's at least two,
see,
and they've both been on the show.
or is it both of us?
There's four people that listen. I was gonna say Juju and Ram Jam.
uh, well, I mean,
Anyways,
only other two things. I mean,
so
let's
okay, so let's see. Biggest reason teams do voidable years is spread out the salary cap hit without having to negotiate with. This is from behindthesteelcurtain.com, by the way. Speaking of Ben Roethlisberger, to spread out the salary cap hit without having to negotiate what the base salary would be should the player continue with their career. So, if this the example they were using was Ben Roethlisberger. If the Steelers did not want to commit to having to pay Roethlisberger anything for 22, yet wanted to move out his current salary as signing bonus, the voidable years are a good option.
okay. That sounds fine.
I guess it seems like it's more of like a 1 year short, definitely a short term kind of thing, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's to
whatever.
put big money in front of people, but like have an escape valve.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. Was that it for our old ass quarterbacks? It was. We talked about Dak, and JJ Watt went to Arizona. If we didn't mention that already, which
Yeah.
was fucking. I mean, this is a while ago now. That was a dark horse. No one thought that was going to happen.
Yeah. I
Uh,
whatever. They paid
but
him. He's
yeah,
going.
yeah. So it's getting wild here now, and it's going to be wild over the next week in terms of all these players coming and going and all that shit. Like the Patriots just brought in like four big ass defensive people, I think, and like it's going to be wild, man. This
But what
COVID
about
shit is fucking up everybody's rosters.
I mean, Gronk just re-signed 10
Yeah.
million, 10 million, 1 year, $10 million deal with the Bucks.
Yep. And they got both their linebackers locked down too, I think.
I know they got one.
Levante David, they got him on some voidable year shit too.
Yeah, I heard I heard he was back. That was the one I heard.
It's wild. I'm telling you, man.
But
I think Taysom year 4 years, $140 million.
that is a bullshit contract.
What
That
is
is
Jameis Winston? What is his? He was 3-1 in 4 starts for 928 yards and 4 touchdowns, adding an additional 8 scores on the ground. 928 yards in 4 games that's pretty good.
it's 250 yards.
That's
Ish.
all right.
That's
That's
not
all
bad.
right. 4 touchdowns, touchdown a game. That's
Wait,
all right for a tight end.
who's this?
Taysom Hill. That's pretty good for a tight end.
It's not great.
For a tight end, it's really good.
For a tight end, it's all right.
I'm just saying. I'm not going to say he's going to be the guy because I don't think Jameis Winston's the guy for them either. But
No.
all that being said, Russell Wilson is still a question mark.
Yeah.
The Bears are expected to heavily pursue him. They have been heavily pursuing him,
Yeah.
which worries me. And Deshaun Watson still, who knows?
He's still not happy.
Can you really see Russ moving on from Seattle though?
Not 100%. No. I feel like he just wants to make sure that, you know, that O line gets some fucking attention.
Which is reasonable. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Like if I really assess what does he want, he's like, hey man, I'm tired of getting crushed all season long. And
Just
I mean, that
give me anybody with a pulse, please.
that division, the NFC West out there,
It's fucking stacked.
it's got that O line it's got the names as far as O line goes. It's got them there. So fuck it, man. I if I'm Russ, I want some help. I want hire me some bodyguards.
Yep. Well,
so that's it. That's what's new this week.
there's a lot of shit that's new this week. There's gonna be new shit, but that's the amount we decided to ramble about. We've been going for a minute here too. I forgot to start my video audio recorder too. Well, what the fuck, man? I didn't even start my audio. You didn't remind me. We've been out of practice.
Well, you're fired. I did everything I was supposed to do.
Fuck, I'm fired. Bye.